I am definitely missing some books because I can't keep track of shit. Hi everyone! What is happening? Today I am here with my June book haul and I refuse to count how many there are. 20? Maybe more, because I have a spreadsheet where I try and budget my book buying, but like I definitely forget to put things down. When I was trying to find all of these books for this video, I found books that I'm like, I'm pretty sure I bought that like 2 months ago, but it's not on the spreadsheet, which makes me think I didn't show you guys the books. So there's definitely some books that you're going to be like, I didn't know you had that, and I'm going to be like, neither did I. So first things first, we have the books that I got at BookCon, which I'm not really going to tell you about because I did a separate New York BookCon book haul, which will be linked down below and up in whatever fucking corner it is, I don't know. But I got Girl Gone Viral by Arvin Amadi, The Last Voyage of Paul Blythe by Ali Condé, Legendary by Stephanie Garber, The Impossible Knife of Memory by Laurie Halse Anderson, The Strange Fascinations of Noah Hypnotic by David Arnold, Kids of Appetite by David Arnold, which by the way, if you saw my other haul video, I was very confused by what he had written in the book, but somebody pointed out that he has scored out the S. So when I thought that said a serious, but I was like, that doesn't make any sense. It obviously does because it says a serious kid of appetite. So thank you, I can't remember who it was, but thank you to the person who pointed this out in my comments because it was driving me mad. What else did I get? I got Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins, Hatchet by Gary Paulson, After the Woods by Kim Savage, A Black Fox Running by Brian Carter, Shout by Laurie Halse Anderson, Bloodwater Paint by Joy McCulloch, and oh, I'm gonna drop them all, With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. So those are my like New York BookCon whatever books. As I say, I talk about them in a bit more depth, I think, in that other video. Now on to everything else. Okay, I'm gonna start with these three because they're not on my, well, one of them's on my spreadsheet, but I think it's from another month. So I have Damsel by Ilana K. Arnold, which I don't know what it's about, but I bought it. I have Witchborn by Nicholas Bowling. This was like kind of hyped for a while, I think. Cover is stunning, but it's something about witches in an asylum. I don't know. I never know. I know I was all like, oh, I'm gonna be on my shit and tell people what books are about, but I told you it's about witches, that counts. And then I picked up The Territory by Sarah Govett because it's like a dystopian and it's about people downloading information. Alright. I don't know. Listen, I go to a charity shop and I'm like, hey, it's only £2.9. I went to a library and they had a book sale and also a bunch of free books, so you know I had to get them. Why am I speaking like this? So in no particular order, I got Colin Fisher by Ashley Edward Miller and Zach Stentz, which I think is about a neurodiverse character. I've heard mixed things. I know some people hate it, but I like seeing neurodiversity rep, so I want to read it and see what I think, but I'm not going into it hopeful. I'm sure this was a free one as well, so like, yeah, it was free, so like, if it's shit, I don't care. I also picked up Juvie by Steve Watkins. I was just kind of picked up, I was pulled in by the cover, and it's about a girl called Sadie who's always been responsible, but her older sister Carla basically gets caught up in something and Sadie takes the rap and goes to juvie so her sister doesn't end up in jail. Yeah, so like the Sadie was supposed to get community service but she's ended up in juvie. So I think it's going to just be about her being in juvie, and like I love situations like boarding schools where it's like boarding school books I love because it's like you can't leave. But I mean you could, whereas she literally cannot leave juvie. So it's going to be very sort of Orange is the New Black, but YA and probably a little bit more PG. So I'm very excited to pick this up eventually. I picked up this hard copy of Fates and Furies by Lauren Groff. I don't really know what it's about. I know it's adult fiction, but I've never seen this cover and I'm obsessed and I want to like paint the I've been wanting to paint my hardbacks, so I was like, hey, perfect, I can copy this gorgeous cover. I don't know what I'm thinking. It was like 50p, so I got it. I also picked up Stealing Phoenix by Joss Sterling. This is an arc. I have the first one. Well, it's a companion novel. I have the original one or whatever, but I actually think I do. Yeah, I do have a finished copy. Look, it's right here. Oh well, I have an arc. But yeah, this was free, so. And then another free book I got is a proof copy, and no guesses as to why I picked this one up, but it is, oh no, I haven't practiced my French in a while. Plaidoyer pour les animaux, vers un bienveillant pour toi, pour tu, can't even fucking read, by Matthew Ricard. This, oh, what is it? For the Sake of the Animals. It's non-fiction, it's about animals and like the environment. Oh, I don't know, it's about conservation sort of situation. But listen, it was in a random library in Scotland. Nobody speaks French here, so I took it. Way too highbrow for me to read at the moment, probably, with my French level being back to non-existent since I haven't practiced like ever. But I have it now, so it's fine. Speaking of French books, when I was in Spain, there's a bookshop that I love just around the corner from my mum's friend's bar. The books are really cheap. They have like €2, they even have €1 books actually, and so they have a lot of English stuff, and they have a lot of foreign language books. And what did I find in the French? I was looking, right, I need to formulate my thoughts. When I was in the French section, I was like, oh, I'm gonna look for like maybe a picture book or like a really young kids, like beginner reader kind of book, because that's what I am in French. But no, I fucking found Did I Mention I Miss You by Estelle Mascom. It's so fucking random. So I couldn't leave it. I had to buy it. It was only like, what, €3? But it was so funny because the guy that works there, like, he obviously can speak a bit English and speak Spanish, but he could also speak French. Like, I was trying to say to him, I was like, going to my mum, like, what's friend in Spanish? And she's like, oh, amigo. And I'm like, is it mes amigo? And the guy goes, mon ami. And I was like, oui, mon ami. So we had a little conversation en français, and it was great. I was very bad though, because like, I was in Spain. I wasn't prepared for French. But yeah, I'm like, I now have another copy. I don't have a copy of this in French, but I now need to get Dimini in French. Anyway, I have this. I got Almost Love by Louise O'Neill for €1 at said friend's bar. It's a trade paperback and floppy. I needed it. No idea what this is about, but I do know that Louise O'Neill wrote Asking for It, another women's sexual assault book. Haven't read that yet. And they also wrote The Surface Breaks, which has that gorgeous cover, but everyone said was absolutely horrific. So hopefully this book is not bad. We shall see. Oh, also at the library I picked up Ink and Bone by Rachel Kane. I've wanted this for so long. I'm sure you guys know about it. It's like standard like YA from back in the day, about a library and owning books as a crime sort of thing. Black market book smuggler. I don't know. It was like 10 pence. So I'm kind of doing this in a little bit out of order for the last 5 books, but that's because I'm saving the best to last. So I was in Tesco last night and I picked up 3 books. They do a 2 for £7 offer, or it's £4 each, and I behaved myself because there was only 3 books that I wanted, so I was like, we're not gonna get a 4th one just because. So I knew I wanted Rumblestar by Abby Elphinston because I fucking love Abby Elphinston. Her middle grade books, which this is, are just amazing. The Dream Snatcher trilogy is everything, like to the point where she got like a hoodie made up and I was like, I want one. So like I paid her to get me one as well. I just love her writing and her, oh, this woman is a fucking beast. She literally, like, if her characters are gonna, you know, climb Everest, she's gonna climb Everest to make sure she knows what she's talking about. She's had a baby, she was in hospital for months before having this baby and wrote like her book when she was there. It's just, she's a machine. I love her. But this is her newest release, and I do have a NetGalley arc, but I need a physical copy for my collection. It's gorgeous, so I'm so excited for this, and I needed it. And then I was having a struggle. I didn't know which book to get on the 2 for like £7 deal. I was debating and I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna get both. So I picked up Wondersmith by Jessica Townsend. I love Nevermore, I love Morgan Crow, and I need more middle grade in my life. So I finally have this, and I wish I could read it right now, but Bookie Trials and Yelp are ruining my life. It's fine. If you haven't read Nevermore, you need to. Oh, just go read the book, okay? Because I can't explain for shit. And then I picked up A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, which is a YA mystery, which I'm like, oh my god, I love it, I'm so excited, and then they always kind of disappoint me. But Estelle read this when she was on her way to America for a camp and loved it. I mean, the girl hasn't read very much because she's too busy writing all the time, so I don't know how reliable she is, sorry. Why am I speaking like a robot today? Oh my god. But Holly Jackson is going to be at Yalc, and I have a sampler from NetGalley, and I was like, well, if I like it, I'm going to want to finish it, so I may as well buy the finished copy. So I have it. This is about a closed case where a girl got murdered and the police know he'd done it, but then someone isn't sure about it, so she chooses the case as a project for like a school project, and then starts discovering shit. So I think it's gonna be great, and I can't wait. Can't wait. This is tentatively on my July TBR. Obviously I have the Bookie Trials where I fit in as many Yalc books as I can to the trials, but I then still have like these books that aren't in it that I want to read before the, but it's so hard. Anyway, shut up Emma. And my last two books are my most excited, probably because I don't have to read them. So back in like January, I don't even know, I pre-ordered the Slytherin Prisoner of Azkaban hardback, which I also got a Slytherin pin. So yeah, it's included in this haul because I received it, but also they only took the money in June, so like technically I only bought it in June. But yeah, it's just gorgeous. I do have Chamber of Secrets. No, I don't have Chamber of Secrets on hardback. This, oh shit, no, do I? I think I, oh I don't know, I think I do. I'm having a bit of a crisis. I don't know what Slytherin collections I have, but I have this and I'm so excited and I love it. And I get an email like 3 days, a week after that book arrived from Bloomsbury saying, oh my god, we're so sorry about the warehouse issue, like we're gonna make it up to you, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what warehouse issue? Like what happened? I don't know if maybe they shipped late, I don't know. I had no awareness that something wrong had happened. So as an apology for this, like, what was it, 15 quid? Yeah, for this £15 book apparently having a problem at the warehouse, like getting shipped to me, Bloomsbury sent me the Philosopher's Stone slipcased gift edition for free. They sent me a £25 book. Like, and I love it. I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. I also love the fact that they sent Philosopher's Stone, because, like, I know obviously a lot of people could have it, but like a lot of people would have been like, oh well, you've ordered Prisoner of Azkaban, so we're going to send you a Prisoner of Azkaban. But no, they were like, we're going to send you the first one so you can... They've obviously thought, like a lot of people, myself included, will collect the first book of the series, so rather than sending people the third one, which would have been a good money making thing, because if they'd sent me the third one I'd have had to have bought at least 1 and 2, so like, thank you for not doing that, Bloomsbury. But yeah, I just shooketh is the only thing I can say about that. But those are, I think, all of the books that I bought, oh my god, my bed is a mess, in June. July is definitely going to be, actually no it's not, because I have Yalc, fuck sake. We'll see what happens, but those are the books that I bought. Hopefully I get to them soon. Who am I? What am I doing? This time last year I was hauling 70 books, so it's still an improvement, right? Right? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. Leave me a comment below, let me know which of these I should read ASAP, let me know if there's any that I've wasted my money on, and I will see you guys in my next video, which I'm gonna look exactly the same because I'm gonna see you in about 10 seconds after I end this. Bye!